Hello, my little bear cubs, and welcome back to another episode of Secondhand Therapy.
And we back, and we back, and we back.
And we back. We need to remind you that we are not therapists. We are not experts. This is not a substitute for therapy. This is not professional advice in any way. Thank you for listening. We have Patreon. Go check out Patreon. Maybe check out YouTube. Usually if you want to see our dumb faces while we talk.
Mm-hmm.
We's on YouTube.
We's on the YouTube.
That's enough. Play the music. Thank you. We're talking about you thinking I'm autistic, is what I'm talking about.
Oh, we're going there. Oh, boy.
You have
Okay.
a very firm and passionate belief that I'm autistic.
Yes. Yes.
Why?
Because you're autistic. That's why.
What are the signs?
Well,
I'm smart.
Yep. That's one of the big signs, buddy, and we're all proud of you.
Thanks.
One of the big signs. Well, I pointed out to you the other day the stimming thing that you do.
Yeah, I'm always twisting
Yeah.
facial hair.
I'll look over and you're
Yeah.
in your own world, like
Yeah.
spaced out, just doing this.
Right. Well, we don't need
Yeah.
an impression, but yeah.
Yeah, that's stimming.
This is why you should watch on YouTube, because you see his dumb face and trying to emulate my face.
Yeah, that's stimming, and that's an autistic thing.
Yeah.
Also, you are very direct.
Mm-hmm.
A little hard to read sometimes, and mixed with the directness, that's another autistic trait.
Some might say confident, some might say mysterious, but go ahead.
Sure. And yeah, it's things like these. Very
Things like these.
they're very, very literal.
Yeah, I am very literal.
Very literal.
For
And
sure.
so that's another autistic trait. So yeah, all these
Some
things.
might say well-read with a strong vernacular.
Who are these people that are catering to your ego, that are telling you that you're mysterious and confident and all these
The
things?
autistic community. My brothers and my sisters.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's the thing. I asked my therapist today.
Yeah.
Kind of out of nowhere. It was a little awkward. And I prefaced it with, do not laugh. So she laughed. And I go, but seriously, do you think I'm autistic?
Mhm.
And she said, that has not crossed my mind with you.
Mhm.
She said, why do you ask? And I said, my co-host, my roommate, he says, I'm autistic boy.
Yes.
And she said, why? And we talked about all the things you just said.
Mhm.
And she goes, she's like, I can't officially diagnose you, obviously. She's like, but no, I don't think you're autistic.
Right. And I wouldn't have thought that. I haven't thought that about our relationship. I've known you for 15 years.
Yeah. Well, autism is not about our relationship, but yeah. Go ahead.
It is. Because it's
My autism is about our relationship?
the time I've spent with you to pick up on it or not. That's what I'm getting at. If you'd let me finish.
Oh, words have meaning.
That
Took
was-
them literally, didn't I?
That was an autistic fit right there. So rage. But now having spent more time with you and living with you and picking up on these things, that's my vote.
Oh, not a democracy.
So I think that you asking your therapist who spends an hour a week with you,
Who I open up to.
yeah, but you don't have regular banter with, you don't hang with, she doesn't see you in other settings outside of the office and things like that.
Yeah.
You're probably not picking out things in her office to go, hey, that painting is 2 centimeters to the left and it needs to be.
That's where you're wrong, my guy.
You're telling her those things?
Oh, yeah.
Buddy.
I've literally stopped a therapy session and been like, what kind of pen are you writing with?
Well, then guess what? She's bad at her job.
No, I've absolutely done that in
Yeah,
therapy.
I'm just saying. I think
I brought her a pen to use.
yes.
I was like, because I asked what pen, and
Mhm.
I did not like the pen she was using. And I was like, if I brought you a pen, if I brought you my favorite pen, not my singular favorite pen, but my favorite brand of pen,
Mhm.
would you try it? She said, yes. So I brought her a pen.
Mhm.
That's autistic.
Mhm.
I don't know that it is.
What is that?
Stupid for sure, but like I don't think it's on the
And
spectrum.
that's what I mean. I think you're definitely on the spectrum.
I might be around the spectrum. I might be hovering.
You're you're on a hamster wheel, dog.
Just running laps around the spectrum.
Yeah, I definitely think you're on the spectrum to some degree, and yeah, and I think again, I wouldn't have picked up on these things until we were spending way more time with each other and noticing these things. I'm like, oh, this is okay, and that, and this, and that. So yeah, I think
Interesting.
yeah, I think you should get tested.
Yeah, they do testing there. I walked out of my session, went to the front desk, and said, "I'd like an autism test, please." And she said, "What?" I said, "I want to get tested for autism." She said, "Yeah,
She said, "You got it."
yeah,
Asking me like that, you got it. Guess what? I'm going to save you some time.
yeah." There's a wait list,
Yeah,
so I got on the wait list. So
yeah,
I do plan on getting tested for autism and ADHD officially.
yeah. And what are your feelings about it? Do you, um, I mean, do you think it would change the way you view yourself?
No,
Right.
I don't think I'm autistic. I
Okay.
think I just, you and I had a discussion recently. I think a lot of your thoughts of me being autistic is that I don't subscribe to social norms
Right.
and situations or scenarios where a high majority of people would be uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean I'm autistic.
That's
It might be, but
hot.
I feel like I'm just like, bro, I'd been through enough shit. I don't got time for this.
Yeah.
And I just don't give a fuck anymore.
Right.
Because I do have a lot of self-awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Some people would say too much self-awareness. Shut up.
No, I would agree with those people.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm able to understand that the way I behave in scenarios is
Mm-hmm.
odd to a lot of people. I just don't care.
Right.
Yeah. I get it. A cashier makes a joke, you laugh. I get it. I'm not laughing.
Yeah.
You want me to laugh? Oh, it'll be funny, right? That's how you get daddy to laugh.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna laugh just because I'm supposed to.
I would say 70% of our conversations are about social norms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talk a lot about social norms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but also my gauge is off because I'm a people pleaser. So my social norms tend to lean heavy on the placating side. I'll play along.
Yeah. We talked about you a little bit today.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had an episode come out a couple weeks ago.
Mm.
Episode 30, I think, called out.
Called out.
Where you and I had I wouldn't call it a heated discussion.
I was getting called out.
You were getting called out.
Yeah.
You felt attacked,
Yes.
and I did not feel that I was attacking you.
Right.
And we talked about it in therapy today. Um, and we talked um, just about your and I your and my communication. Um, and she she educated me a lot on people pleasing because so what she explained to me, people pleasing is a form of self-protection
Mm-hmm.
in that what you're trying to do is control the emotions of everyone around you so that you feel safe
We know I love control.
and you love
Oh,
control.
buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So typically, people pleasers will come from in their childhood. Um, one of their caregivers, one of their primary caregivers, essentially put the responsibility of their feelings onto their child,
Mm-hmm.
whether that be direct verbally or withholding attention, withholding love, whatever. Kids are smart enough to pick up on behaviors, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and yeah, so essentially, people pleasers as children are taught that you're responsible for other people's feelings, and as long as you can keep everyone around you happy, that means you're safe, and there's nothing wrong with you.
Yeah.
If not, something's wrong with you.
And then that gets into the rejection factor of,
Yeah.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So where it comes down to with us, you need me to validate your feelings verbally. Because in that episode,
Mm-hmm.
you were getting very very heated, very worked up.
Mm-hmm.
And in my head, possibly autistic head, I go, "Oh, he's getting worked up. I shouldn't get worked up. I got to keep it cool so
Mm-hmm.
this doesn't blow up." And in your people pleaser head, you go, "I'm getting worked up. He doesn't give a fuck. He's
Mm-hmm.
trying to work me up." And then and then he's not engaging with me.
I was taking it as you were poking and then backing off and going, "Whoa,
Yeah.
what are you so mad about?" And
Yeah.
I'm like, "You were just poking me," and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm de-escalating, and I take de-escalating as dismissive of my feelings, or that because you are hard to read, and
Yeah.
we've talked about that.
Yeah.
And so when I am getting emotional and you are going down,
Uh-huh.
I take it as you're done with me. You're done with this conversation, or that
Yeah.
you're just sitting back and watching me get worked up. Like, yeah, look at you. You can't control it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, when you argue with someone and you're like, you need to calm down. Oh, like that's a fucking
Yeah.
like, I'm not upset until you said you need to calm down.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and we were talking about that in therapy, and she said, "I don't know if you've cracked this." And granted, she's never met you. She
Right.
doesn't know your history. Nothing. This is just her generalization of people pleasers.
Right.
Her guess was in those moments, you're getting worked up,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that I'm not reacting the way you would expect me to, you feel out of control. You feel unsafe because, as we said, a people pleaser, you want to be able to control the emotions of people around you,
Mm-hmm.
and you're unable to control my emotions, and you feel unsafe, and that just gets you worked up even more. You're almost in like fight or flight at that point.
Yeah, because I can't read you at all, and I don't know if you love me or hate me or want to fight me or you're okay with me or what. I can't read
Yeah.
it, and so now I am full blown like, I'm just trying to get out of it now because I have no idea how you're feeling.
Yeah, and I'm sitting here
you're
like
Stonewall.
I'm like, man, I better keep it cool. He's really worked up over there.
Mm-hmm. And what goes hand in hand with that is the validation that she's talking about.
Yeah.
I need to feel heard, and I'm not here. I'm also not feeling heard, and
Yeah.
so I'm feeling dismissed and not heard.
So it would be helpful for you if I verbally tell you like, hey, I can see you're getting worked up. I'm not trying to upset you.
No.
Oh, okay.
Now that that is same as being like, calm down.
How's that the same? If I
Saying
say,
that
hey, I can see that you're
I
having a
can-
reaction, I'm not trying to upset you.
What I need from you is validation of not my actions, of my feelings. That's what I need validation.
What does that
of.
sound like?
When I'm like, we talked about this off air about your intentions behind things when you're saying things, because I don't know your intentions, only you do.
Yeah.
And oftentimes when we unpack things later, like that conversation, you're like, oh, my intention was, X, Y, and Z. And I'm in the dark. I have no idea what your intentions are.
Right.
And if I think you're coming at me,
Yeah.
you're coming at me because you're
Why
not
would
you're not giving me any other signs that you're not.
What about our history in that we're very good friends and we've known each other 15 years? Why would I just come at you? Does logic leave in these moments?
A little bit, but also like
Yeah, I guess fight or flight. You can't really rely
Yeah.
on logic in those
Yeah,
moments.
and also you're not giving me any signs at all.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it cool so I don't set you off more.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
so that's the thing. So like I'm left to my own assumptions. I'm feeling defensive
yeah.
because you're coming at me with challenging things. So
Hmm.
I'm already on the defense. And in that conversation specifically, it was feeling like I was getting poked,
Yeah,
and then backed off, which it was like, okay, this he I felt a little manipulated,
yeah.
and so
So
I need you to say validate those feelings.
that's what does that sound like to you?
Um, uh, listen, I think maybe you think that I'm coming at you right now with saying that you don't want to get better or whatever we were talking. I forget what we were talking about.
I mean, it snowballed pretty quick.
Yeah, yeah. It just kept like bang, bang, bang.
Yeah,
But let's just say that's what it is.
yeah.
I'm not. That's not
You're
what I'm
scared about
saying.
getting better.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you're
I,
afraid of getting better.
yeah. That's not my intention here. What I'm trying to tell you is this. So I need you to clear your intentions and validate my feelings. I know that you're getting upset because you think that I'm saying this. I'm not.
Okay,
Or
so the difference is instead of me saying I can see that you're upset, I need to say I can see that you're upset because you feel
yeah,
XYZ.
yes. And also,
Mm,
in sometimes there are these things where I go, I am. You say one thing, and I say, we're talking about the same thing sometimes, and I need to be heard about how my feelings are. I need validation of that sometimes, of being like, oh, I know that can be tough, or I know that you're having a hard time with this, or I know that this or that.
you need
Like,
verbal empathy.
yes, because a lot of times the dismissive happens too with you just saying, like, I'll be like, oh, that's really hard for me. And you go, why? It seems pretty easy to me.
Can I ask
And
you a
it
question
seems
right now?
dismissive.
Why is it so dramatic right now? Why?
That's how you,
Buddy,
and I showed you
I
the clip.
slap furniture?
You do
Buddy.
this. You do this a lot.
I do roll my eyes. Yeah,
Yes, and
for sure.
and you don't see, and I showed you that on the clip. I was like, this is what I'm talking about when it feels like you're attacking or being dismissive to me, is the body language, because I read everything. And that's what we talked about too. I read everything from you.
Hmm.
So when you're rolling your eyes or, kind of doing whatever, that counts for me.
What counts more, that or the words coming out of my mouth?
I think they're equal
Oh, shit.
because as a people pleaser, and like your therapist was saying, like, I have spent a lifetime reading the room. I am a peacekeeper. My mother was a peacekeeper. That is what we do. We
Mm,
make sure that everybody's happy and everybody's cool. So there's no drama, nobody's hurt, nobody's upset. We are responsible for the room. And so when if it's you and I in the room, I am responsible for, at least that's what I feel. I
yeah.
feel that I am responsible for you. So
I also feel that I'm responsible for me, and
yes,
that's it.
yes.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. I have been trained subconsciously through my mother, through my upbringing, all these things
Yeah.
to be the peacekeeper. And so when you're giving me actions like this and you're poking and or I feel like you're poking and things like
Hmm.
that, I can't control it. Your therapist is right. I can't control it. So I'm doing damage control
Yeah.
and I'm getting worked up because then you shut down on me. And now I'm left being manic and I'm trying to do damage control over here. And I'm not feeling heard because it's dismissive body language and sometimes it's dismissive verbally as well.
Do you feel attacked right now?
No,
Okay.
no. Um, yeah, I was just trying to think of like, yeah, when I in that episode there was, or sometimes we just talk in general where you don't get it that it's not easy for me or that I can't flip a switch or something like that, and it feels dismissive, and that, oh, that's what we were talking about. it hurts. It hurts when I feel like you're coming at me or I get defensive and all that. I'm hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I feel everything. So um yeah, that's my first, and that's not your responsibility. That's something I need to work on.
Mm-hmm.
But as a people pleaser and rejection, all these factors that go into what I'm feeling, when you're coming at me and saying things, it hurts. And so I'm operating from a point of being hurt, not anger. Anger is because I'm hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Getting worked up is because I'm hurt. Getting
Yeah.
defensive because I'm hurt.
Yeah.
That's the root of it.
Yeah.
Whether you're true, what you're saying is true or not,
Yeah.
it still hurts.
Mm.
And that's why when you're saying like, well, doesn't it make sense that we've been friends for 15? Like, why would I come? I don't know. I'm hurt. I'm hurt, man. I don't know. Like nothing makes sense when you're hurt. You know that.
Do you exist hurt?
No,
Are you easily hurt?
I'm easily hurt.
Have you always been easily hurt?
Yeah. It we talked a little bit about it the other day about why validation is so important to me and acceptance and all these things. Um yeah, I haven't felt, I don't feel accepted a lot of times,
Mm.
even when I feel like I'm doing all the right stuff. It's still not enough, or it's still not the outcome I thought, and this and that, and that hurts.
Accepted by who? Whom?
Whoever, friends, strangers, lovers.
How about you?
That's the thing, man. I'm last on that list,
Mm.
and that's something I need to work on. But that is difficult. That's really, really difficult to work on because that goes into self worth and all those things that we know that I'm just fucking great at. So yeah,
Even the way you just go, I'm fucking great at. It's just so shitty to
I'm
yourself.
so mad at myself, man, all
Yeah.
the time, all the time,
Yeah.
all the time. Yeah. So I am emotional. I am fragile. So when you're coming at me, whether you're right or wrong, hurts.
It's interesting that. So if I'm just like challenging you on something, you feel I'm coming at you.
No. Um. No.
Mm.
It again. I read everything, so it goes into um. Yeah, in that episode specifically is a great example of like those are the times that I feel it because that's only the second time that I have felt that way with you
Yeah.
about that. Like I'm like, oh, he's
Trying
poking
to
and
trying to embarrass you.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's rooted in. And so I felt like the whole first half of that episode, you were kind of just like just jabbing me here and there, or but in a jabbing's not the right word because that would mean that you're like kind of dissing me or disrespecting me, and you weren't
Mm-hmm.
doing that, but you were making me question myself after I've already given you what I feel is the answer. You would disagree with my answer about how I feel about something. A dumb example that would be like, hey, do you think that's a red rug or a blue rug? I'd be like, it's a red rug, and be like, hmm. And be like, you don't think that rug is red? And be like, it doesn't matter what I think about it. And then you would like kind of play it like,
What a dumb example.
yeah, I know. And I'm like, no, I know that rug is red. And you're like, hmm. And then you de-escalate. So then you get quiet and stonewall me, and now I'm left manic, being like, is that fucking red rug or not? What's going on there? And you're like, hmm. And then I'm left kind of like, is he mad at me? Was that the right
Damn.
answer? Was that the wrong answer? Like, what is the answer he was looking for? Because you weren't believing me. You would challenge me and then be dismissive. And I was like,
You felt I was being dismissive.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Hmm.
yeah.
Interesting.
When you could have said something easily like, I could see how you feel like that rug is red. And I'd be like, oh, yeah, it does have a red tint to it. You know, you could be like,
All
yeah,
right.
I could see that.
Yeah. That's such a dumb example. I wish we had
It,
something
I
that
know. I
like
wish.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
it's the worst example.
dramatizes it so much.
Yeah.
Um
But we talked about earlier too about how our communication styles are different and how sometimes you get hung up on the literal sense of a word. We were talking about that earlier.
yeah. You're an exaggerator
Yes.
and I am very words have meaning. Use them appropriately.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, the example we were using earlier was like the word impossible. If I were to say like that
Yeah.
hike is impossible, and
Yeah.
you'd be like, but you did it.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, yeah, I just meant that it was hard. And well, then say it's hard.
Yeah.
Like you get hung up on that
Yeah.
where I look at that as we were talking earlier about like how that's like just the flavor of conversation. I could say that it's hard, but I want you to know that it's really hard. So I would say that it's impossible. I would say that it's, insane. I would say that it's a crazy hike. And you're like, just say it's hard.
Yeah. It's daunting.
Yeah. So
Like there are words that can describe it.
yes.
Yeah.
But I think that's where we get caught up sometimes. And we were talking about that episode specifically about that EMDR comment about me saying like, "Oh man, that'd be
Oh yeah. I'm
I
double
don't,
fucked. I can't
yeah,
do
I'd
it.
be dumb if I can't do it." And you took it as I was being like, I wasn't interested. I would never try it. I would never do it. And I'm like,
Well, that's
no.
not you don't get to speak for me. That's not how I took it.
How did you take it?
I took it as you saying I took it as you were feeling sorry for yourself.
Mm.
And oh, life dealt me. I'm double fucked.
Oh
I don't get to
no.
do EMDR. And I was like, well, settle down. You can do it.
Oh no, not at all. That wasn't my intention at all.
Yeah. That's why I was like, just let's slow down. Like, and
Yeah.
then I go, chaos is the feeling you would focus on. And I'm trying to show you, like, you can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just trying to be. I did find it ironic that and stuff like that. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm double fucked, and yeah. So it was like you were taking it literally in this. And
Your
that.
tone was very different when you said double fucked. But yeah, I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah, that wasn't my intent. But you see how
Yeah.
intention's important, and I know it.
Yeah.
You didn't know it,
Yeah.
and now we're left kind of being like, "What's this guy doing?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel angry at you or anything. I was just like, all right, slow down.
Well,
You
yeah,
could do it. You would focus on this feeling.
but it wasn't about you.
What do you mean?
It wasn't about anything to do with you. It had to do with me and how I feel about myself and the task that I was afraid of or whatever. It had nothing to do with something about you or your character.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I feel sometimes when you're challenging me. It's about me and my character. So of course you wouldn't feel upset about not knowing the intention about me not doing MDR. It has nothing to do with you. But if I were to come at you about something about your character and you did not know my intentions, then you would be
So the
like
EMDR talk, what about your character was in question, do you feel?
that I was feeling sorry for myself, that I couldn't do it and all those things. That's not what
That's your character?
that's part of who I am. Like I think that goes into yeah, self-worth and all those things, feeling sorry for yourself and all that. Yeah, I think that goes into character. Cuz confidence goes into character, right?
I don't know. What builds up your character
Yeah,
to you?
I think character is made up of all the little pieces that make you, right? Like the good and bad.
So what are yours?
I don't know really. Right off the bat, you're catching me off
Such a people
guard.
pleaser answer.
You caught me off guard. I wasn't
I
prepared to
don't know.
like.
Why don't you tell me what my character is?
No, I'm just like I wasn't ready for that. I'm just saying that. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I think if I were to, I think you would get worked up if I were to
Yeah, I don't feel it as challenging
challenge
your
you.
character.
Do you?
You saying I'm double fucked, I can't do this. I go, well, slow down.
Yeah.
Let's piece it apart. See, you can do it. You go, he's fucking challenging my character right
No,
now.
no.
Like,
I'm only thinking that now with your explanation right now.
what explanation?
With about like feeling sorry for yourself and all that
Mm.
stuff. Do you think that you were going after my character when you're saying that? How did you? because I keep messing it up, and you're gonna correct me again. How did you say like
I have a very good memory.
that? I
So
don't want to get better, or that I'm not trying to get
you're scared to
better.
get better.
Scared to get better. Do you
Yeah.
think that's going after my character?
No.
I do.
It seems like anything that is not praise you find as a critique of character.
No, I don't agree with that.
Okay. So what could I say negative about you that you don't think is about your character with regards to therapy?
Um, I don't know offhand, but
Mm.
I feel like that goes into willpower and motivation and everything else that goes into getting better and wanting to get better and things like that. And I think that goes into character.
Just being scared.
No, is he willing to do the hard work? That's character.
I said I think you're scared to get better. I didn't say you're not willing to do the work to get better.
So what does that mean when you say I'm scared to do it? That means I'm not.
It means you're scared to do it.
Yeah.
It means getting better is scared. So maybe you're dragging your feet. Maybe you're not working as hard as you say you are. Maybe you're not working as hard as you think you are. Maybe you're not being honest with yourself.
Hmm.
Not accusations. I just said maybe in front of all those things because you
Yes.
asked me a question. I'm venturing possible answers of what it could be.
Yes, and
I don't know why you would
I
be scared.
love that clarification,
Yeah.
and that is way better than just I think you're scared of getting better.
Yeah.
How would you feel if I said I think you're scared of getting better?
You know how we got there is by you asking a clarifying question.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? And we saved a whole thing.
Yeah. It's so odd to me sometimes because
What?
you like people that are direct and you think of yourself as a very direct person, but you just said you could save us a lot of time by asking me what I meant. Well, be
Yeah.
direct with me, clarify it with me.
I am being direct. I'm not going to over explain.
So how would you take it if I said I think you're scared of getting better?
I would say, why do you think that?
Mm.
Or I would say, what do you mean by that?
Mm.
Yeah, because that's a pretty,
It's a bold statement.
I don't even know that it's a bold statement. I feel it's a blanket statement. Because
Mm.
I think if I were to say, maybe you're not working as hard as you think you are, maybe you're shortchanging yourself, maybe you're doing this, I could say all of that by saying, I think you might be scared to get better.
Mm. See
To
now,
me, that is direct and succinct. And if you need more, ask for more, and I'd be happy to give you more. But I'm not just going to vomit words at you. I know you over explain.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
If you need more, you got to ask me, and I'll gladly give you more.
So here's the difference between all of that you just said. That it's positive and negative. So it sounds negative when you say, I think you're scared of getting better.
Mm-hmm.
And the other three things you listed after that, the other three ways you said it, were all feeling positive. How did you phrase that?
Oh, maybe you're not working as hard as you
Yeah,
say you are. Maybe you're not working as hard as you think you are. Maybe you're shortchanging.
yeah,
None of those are positive.
maybe you're shortchanging yourself, and that's a positive thing because it's telling me
that one I think would lean
to
positive.
think about it. You know, like
Yeah.
maybe you're not giving yourself enough credit, and like maybe you're not working as hard as you think you are. Now that one's it could go either way, negative or positive, but it sounds better than I think you're scared of getting better.
To you,
Yeah,
yeah,
but in your and I'm going to pull you right now. You're talking to me.
right,
We're the only ones in the room, so it matters to me.
correct.
So yeah,
But it's not up to me to cater my communication
absolutely
to
not.
you.
Right.
If you need more, ask for more. Don't just expect people to give you more because that's what you need.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is where my people pleaser comes in, and
Yeah.
I'm already. My first reaction is to be hurt. My first reaction is
By
to be
what?
defensive. My first
What are you hurt
reaction
by?
is rejection.
What are you hurt by or feeling defensive about?
You're scared of getting better?
Again, right now you're feeling that?
No.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what I'm saying. In that moment when when you say something like I think you're scared of getting better, that hurts. Now I'm operating from a place of hurt because you're I'm taking it as you're assuming that I'm not trying as hard, that I'm not putting the work in, that I'm not X, Y, and Z. So
Yeah.
now I'm hurt. So now I'm operating already from like this guy thinks less of me. And so now, instead of a clarifying question of, what do you mean by that?
Mm-hmm.
I go to defense. I'm working defense now
Why?
because I'm hurt. You think less of me. That's how I take it.
Right. But I'm going to challenge you
Yeah,
here.
I would love that.
The work of therapy
Mm-hmm.
is sitting in that moment for a second and being like,
Yes.
I'm feeling hurt. I
Yes.
want to get defensive. What if I ask a clarifying question?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'm not there yet.
Mm.
I'm just unpacking all of this stuff about me. I'm just learning that I'm a people pleaser. I'm just learning about my ADHD. I'm just learning about
Are you?
my anxiety and all
You've
these
been talking
things.
about ADHD and anxiety since you've been in therapy.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, man. It's been almost a
Hold on,
year.
hold on. Yeah,
Yeah. So,
but you're saying you're just learning it. You've learned it. You have ADHD, you have anxiety, you're a
yeah.
people pleaser.
Yes.
At what point do you start trying to implement changes?
I am trying to implement changes, but I can't flip a switch and go, all better now because I
I
know
know
that.
that. Of the two of us, I know you can't flip a switch.
Yes.
This is the process we talk about.
Yes. And
Yeah.
so what I'm saying is it is a process. I'm not there yet. I'm still unpacking all of this stuff because on top of learning all this stuff in the past almost year,
Mm-hmm.
my list keeps getting longer. Every week I'm learning new stuff about me. Every time we do these episodes, I'm learning new stuff about me that I go, fuck, add it to the list.
Yeah.
And so it is a lot. It's overwhelming. I talked about that this week in therapy, about the idea
Yeah.
of it being so overwhelming sometimes. Um, I am trying, but I'm not there yet. So I'm still operating from it hurts and I get defensive.
Mm.
And I'm trying to not do that, but I'm not there yet.
So when you say you're trying, what does that look like? What does trying look like?
Giving those moments and trying to hear what you're saying. Like we've had these, I feel like great conversations off air the
Mm-hmm.
past few mornings and things like that. And I feel like in those I've exercised more patience and listening.
Mm. Okay.
Do you feel that way?
Um, I don't know. I haven't been looking for it,
Okay.
so I couldn't tell you. I believe you
Yeah.
that you're. I know you're doing work.
And that's the validation I need to hear is I believe you or that like I see this or whatever. And that's great that you said that
Mm-hmm.
because in the past you just said, I don't know. And then we would have moved on. And now that leaves me going, I'm hurt because I can't read you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it goes. And that's the problem. So that validation of those little words of saying like, oh, but I believe you,
Mm-hmm.
buddy.
Look how quickly I implemented that change.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Autism, baby.
See me next year.
But yeah, that's what I'm talking about, and that's what your
Yeah.
therapist is talking about as well about validating those feelings and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah,
That suck.
what does?
I don't know. Just like I would. The idea of me needing another person to be like, I feel like they're like patronizing me. So I was like, yeah, I hear that you're upset about this. I'd be like, oh, do you hear me? Cool, man. I would feel patronized.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
because and why would you feel patronized?
I don't
We
know.
know the answer.
What's the, because I'm autistic? Is that the
No,
answer?
no.
What's the
Well,
answer?
kind of. It goes into to being authentic. You don't think they're being authentic with you.
Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And they might be.
Right.
Yeah, I just don't like. Don't coddle me. Like I got feelings. I can handle my feelings. I don't need you to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my therapist suggested that she asked me a question and I didn't have an answer.
Mm-hmm.
When we do have flare ups like this,
Mm-hmm.
how do we regulate and get back to normal?
Mm.
And I didn't have a great answer. I was like, yeah, because we're never throwing punches, we're never screaming.
Uh-huh.
We're always just like we figure it out.
Yeah.
But I don't know how we do that.
I don't either. Because I think we just keep having more conversation. That's the thing. Like since the episode has went up, you and I have probably talked about
Yeah.
probably 5 or 6 times.
Yeah. A lot.
But it's not just like casual talk either. It's been like really in depth. Like
Yeah.
this is how I was feeling.
Yeah.
This is it.
I've been publicly accused of being a gaslighter.
Yeah. You've also
Like,
been privately accused of that. People are in my DMs.
people are in my DMs being like, dude, are you sure you're like this was artful the way you dissected this conversation.
My DMs are all full of like, I couldn't listen to Louie be mean to you anymore.
Oh,
I couldn't
dude.
finish the episode.
It's so funny how people hear the same exact thing so differently.
Yeah.
Like, it is wild.
And hey, guess what?
That's called life.
That's the root of our problem.
Yeah.
We keep hearing each other completely differently.
I don't know, we.
We're like, hey, man.
I hear you, and it's so
Yeah.
exaggerated.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
wild, man.
Yeah.
You said, and privately.
You know, I thought you should know.
That is so funny. No exaggerations. How many people?
You don't want to.
I want to know.
5. Now, here's my question to you.
Yeah.
Because I know you don't give a fuck about. You think the internet is fake and all these things. You have a hard time with authenticity, right?
Yeah.
And especially online about things that you see and things that you read and hear and everything like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you like, what would it take for you to consider that? Like if the video went and did like 1 million views and
Mhm.
10,000 comments came in that goes, this guy's gaslighting this guy.
Mhm.
Would 10,000 comments be okay for you to go, oh, maybe I
No.
was gaslighting him?
No.
That's what I'm curious about. Like, so
Because I wasn't gaslighting you.
the opinion of others does not matter on that level, no
No.
matter how
Someone's opinion doesn't
popular
change
it
a
is.
fact. No. This is just us back to social norms.
Yeah.
I don't care.
That's so interesting.
That's not what challenging someone on what they're saying isn't gaslighting. That's not what gaslighting is.
Right.
The internet has changed what gaslighting means, and people subscribe to it. And I'm going to say this, and I don't mean this shitty to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's people like you
Mm-hmm.
that see a TikTok and take that as factual information and then implement it into your life.
Mm-hmm.
The internet is not everyone's an expert. There's a reason we say this
Right.
shit at the beginning of the episodes.
I just connected something.
I
think that because we've talked about gaslighting a few times, and you are very strict on the term of gaslighting,
Mhm.
and I think that goes.
I'd also like to say, I talked to my therapist about this today and showed her the conversation,
Yes.
and she goes, "Yeah, that's not gaslighting."
Did you show her the episode or did you show her clips?
I showed her clips,
Okay.
and I gave her context of like what was happening before the clip,
Okay.
and how you felt. And she said, she's like, "Yeah, this isn't gaslighting. You're not trying to get him to question his own sanity or trying to make him feel crazy." She's like,
Yeah. In those.
"You're challenging him. He feels like his back is up against the wall, and you're not letting up. That's all this is. You're challenging him
Yes.
and not letting up."
I would agree in those clips. Yes.
Okay. So you think you were being gaslit?
No, but I'm saying I felt like what we've been talking about this whole time. I felt like you were poking and then backing away, which
Right,
can
which
look like
is not gaslighting.
gaslighting.
No, if you know what gaslighting is, no, it can't.
Exactly, because you are sticking to the literal term of it.
Yes.
But things, and this is where I'm going to go into it. This is where we get into language, right? I'm not saying that it's impossible to hike that thing. I'm saying that it's hard.
Hike that thing?
I'm
What does
not
that mean?
saying that's an example, right? I'm not saying that is impossible hike.
Oh,
So
I got it.
So again, we taking that framing and looking at this and going, I'm not saying that this is direct and maybe these people aren't either, that this is directly gaslighting, that this is like the book dictionary term of gaslighting. But is it a form of that? Is it a loose thing of it?
No, because they're gaslighting means
Right. So
you're trying to get someone to think they're crazy.
yes,
That's what gaslighting is. There's no forms of it. There are ways to do it, but there are not forms of gaslighting.
you don't feel like there's different types or forms. It's just
No, there are different
one.
ways to the purpose. Gaslighting someone is to make them think they're crazy, to make
Yes,
them question their own sanity.
I'm aware of this, but
There's
my
not another form.
my
Is
challenge
that what
is
you're
that
doing or no?
my challenge is this. I think it is when people describe it as something that looks like that. Again, in that language of like that hike's not impossible, it's just very hard.
These are not.
So
You
this
have to
is
stop with
not.
that example because they're not, it's not the same thing.
It is. It's like
It's not. It's
it's
not. It's not. Because you saying the hike is hard is an objective statement. Gaslighting
mm-hmm,
someone is
an
it's
objective
not it's not
statement.
no because a hike being hard for you doesn't mean
Mm-hmm.
it's hard for everybody. Being gaslit, you're either being gaslit or you're not. A hike can't be hard or not hard. It's different for everybody.
Okay.
Being gaslit, you either are or you are not. It is finite. So the example
I'll agree with those. I'll
you're
agree with.
muddying the waters with the examples
I'll
because
agree
they're
with that.
not in the same realm.
So you don't think there? So let me just ask you this directly then. So
Okay?
you don't think there's any other forms or types of gaslighting?
No,
It's
you're either being
either
gaslit or you're not. There are
okay.
different ways to gaslight somebody
Mm-hmm.
where you can set up a narrative or tell them they're remembering something wrong
Right.
or rearranging the house and telling them they're crazy for thinking things got moved. There are different ways to gaslight somebody,
Yes.
but gaslighting somebody is doing one thing. So people saying, "Oh my God, he was gaslighting you the whole time." No, I wasn't. You don't know what gaslighting is.
Right.
And to call someone a gaslighter when you don't know what you're talking about is reckless.
I agree with that.
But we're on the internet. This is what we signed up for.
Yeah.
So,
That's what I was curious about. If any form of, and not just like with this, but just in anything in general, like if enough comments of something, if somebody made enough comments about whatever we're talking about,
would I start to think,
would there be validity in that? Would it change your mind?
no, a lot of people are wrong about a lot of things. You can find 10 million people tell you the vaccine's poison. Does that mean you would start thinking it is?
No.
Right. Just because a lot of people think something doesn't mean it's a fact anymore. That's just not real. You can get so many people to agree. You can get people to agree with you about anything, dude.
Yeah.
Anything.
That's
That
interesting.
doesn't mean they're right.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Um, does the majority matter to you in any scenario? Because we talk about social norms a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Does the majority win in those scenarios?
In the way I'm going to behave?
Sure.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure there's an instance, like, there's probably very specific things you could bring up,
Mm-hmm.
but truly, as long as I'm behaving in a way that I'm not blatantly disrespecting somebody or blatantly hurting somebody
Right.
or anything like that, like, no, I'm gonna be myself. I'm not gonna show up to your house and call you a fucking asshole. Like, I'm not rude.
Right.
Like, I'm actually a very well mannered person. I have very good manners. But I'm not going to change who I am just because there's an environment. I'm not going to pretend to like something because everybody here likes it. I have no problem being the only person that doesn't like it. That's fine with me.
Mm.
Because I feel pretty confident that not everybody here actually likes it.
Yeah.
I'm just the only one who doesn't give a fuck about them thinking I like it. I'm pretty okay just being myself. Most of the time.